Peace family, Vie Darling, the Cosmic Queen, and your intergalactic interpreter. And today is 5 years that I have not had alcohol. It's been 5 years since I quit drinking, and I have to say it is hands down, without a doubt, absolutely no holds barred, the best decision I ever made in my entire life. I was walking to the gym and it hit me that today is 5 years, and it's not my sober date. My sober date is the 10th of May 2020. That's when I decided to try not using psychedelics, and after trying it I decided that this way of life was the way of life for me. And also, on the 1st of January, it was 4 years since I decided that doing party drugs was gross and that I wasn't going to do it anymore, especially because if I wasn't drinking, it's just gross. It's a weird experience. I say this all to say that my journey of recovery has been, I guess, what some would consider non-conventional, but I don't think so at all. I think it's very conventional because ultimately all of our paths are our own. It happens as it's meant to happen, and there are various different reasons why someone may or may not choose the road of sobriety. But to me, when I talk about recovery, I'm talking about in terms of all of the ways in which I was unwell. And I'm talking about recovery from myriad forms of abuse, especially narcissistic abuse, recovery from codependency, you know what I mean, enmeshment, all of these imbalances that were showing up in my life, not solely and not even specifically chemically, but especially in terms of my relationships. And that is chemical though, because everything we do catalyzes a chain reaction of chemicals within our body. Yeah, I am just so grateful that I gave myself the opportunity to try a different way of life. You know, I had been partying since I was 15 years old, intentionally, but I'd always seen myself as someone who was born to party. I mean, in tropical astrology, I am a Sagittarius, so it's no big surprise there. And I was always fascinated in alternate forms of consciousness and varied and altered states of consciousness. And I definitely achieved that, maybe more than I needed to. I definitely would say more than I needed to. I think the trippiest thing that I could ever experience is facing life on life's terms, and as folks say, raw dogging it, just being completely present for my experience. And this has given me the opportunity to alchemize, which is to say transmute and transcend or heal past any of the imbalances that were present in my life for whatever reason, whether I was born with them or they were created, whether it was nature, if it was nurture. And that has been invaluable to me. I can't say that every day is super easy and that I'm like always happy and blah, 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 but I have a chance at happiness that I was not able to access when I was consuming alcohol. And I'll say for me, what got me started on this road is one, just realizing that like I'm allergic to it. I really am. There have been instances where I had like one drink and I got incredibly sick, versus instances where I could go all night and party with the best of them and be fine. And that variable is just too risky for me, especially as a Black femme and a Black person who's gendered as a woman in this world. Like, it was too risky, and it brought a lot of danger into my life that, you know, having developed some sense of self-respect and dignity and love for myself, I'm not willing to engage in anymore. I was gifted the opportunity to meet someone who I deeply and truly respect, and she recommended reading her book, and I did. That book is called Sober Curious by Ruby Warrington, and it is what started me on this journey of sobriety in earnest. So You know, however it happens for you, however you experience it, wherever it takes you, your journey of sobriety, your journey of your relationship to substances and consciousness is your own. I'm not here to tell you what you should and shouldn't do, but I am here to just say I'm really grateful that I gave myself a chance. I'm really grateful because almost immediately I started seeing the benefits of doing so. I've started to see dreams manifesting in my life that before they were only dreams, and now they are a reality. I don't think that I would have been able to finish university if I hadn't gotten sober. I don't think that I would have been able to do a majority of the things that I've been able to do since I quit drinking. What I can say is this much: I know that I am trusted with my life and my power by the giver of power, bearer of boons. I'm trusted with those things now because I've shown that I can handle them. One thing that has come to mind for me in the past few days is that if we can't deal with the challenges at the level that we're at, it means that we also can't really deal with the blessings at the level that we're at. And we're not capable of receiving the blessings of the next level because we're not capable of grappling with the challenges of the next level. For me, remaining in my chemical sobriety is a form of giving myself the opportunity to access the blessings of the next level, because I know that as long as I don't pick up a drink or a drug today, whether that is, I don't know, mimosas on some fancy hotel rooftop, or whether it's a spliff at a house party in London on New Year's Eve, or on the beach in Laguna, you know, whatever it is. I know that as long as I don't participate in that, I can face the challenges that arise with every new level of my experience. And I know that I'm capable of, I don't want to say besting them, but integrating the lessons that needed to be learned so that I can live the best life that I possibly can on any given day. I know that was probably a little bit long and rambly. I'm grateful if you watched the whole thing, even if you didn't. It needed to be said, and I love you all truly and deeply. Thank you for rocking with me, and